What happened here?
Hello.
Hello? Are we here?
We are here.
Okay, cool.
Oh. We celebrating tonight. That's what we're doing.
Ya viene medio buzzard el Ron, yo creo.
Oh, man, I just got out of work.
Ya sé. Oh, man. Hey, man, I had this all taken care of. I had the song ready to go, man. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is Tuesday, and we do this live, so you never know what can happen, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, we've even had a beer explode on the set before, so... but it is Tuesday Night Live, hashtag PVT Tuesday Night Live, number 22 from the My PVT Network studio, brought to you by Dr. T's Primary Care. And we got some volume over here, all right? Dr. T's Primary Care for Men, IV vitamin infusion therapy, testosterone, COVID test, sermorelin. I mean, they've got what you need to have your immune system up to a level where it should be, especially around this time of year, because not only do you have to deal with COVID, there's also the flu season coming around. So be sure to take care of that and just give them a call. 956-441-2188 is the number. And on Thursdays, it's for women. So it's Dr. T's Primary Care for men and women as well. There's nothing more important than your health, and your health is number one and it's priority right now. Okay? So once again, Dr. T's Primary Care for men and women. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Dr. T.
Also, we want to thank the law office of Rene Flores, hashtag DWI expert. 956-316-1991, all right, is the number. You give them a call, and if you get into any trouble during the weekend, or if you got into any trouble during the weekend, or if you have family members that are in jail right now because they got pulled over this weekend and they're in jail for DWI, this is a guy that will help you get out of jail quick. Okay?
Hit them up.
956-316-1991, the law office of Rene Flores in Mission, Texas, hashtag DWI expert. All right? All right, so let's introduce the gang. First off, producer Riley, what is going on, sweetheart?
Hello. I'm here.
Yeah, you sure are.
Yeah, good Tuesday to everyone. Thank you all for joining us today. And I'm wearing pink. I know we don't reveal on Tuesdays, but I'm wearing pink in honor of our October Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So if you all have pink, wear pink this month.
That is true. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I know.
All right, how about you, Felicia? How you doing?
I'm doing good.
So, and Ron, you're right here with us also as well.
We're doing good.
And
no.
Yeah, you guys were in Houston. What happened up in Houston? That was pretty crazy.
H-Town, baby.
Yeah.
We had some fun up in H-Town.
Well, it sounds like it was pretty dangerous when you all sent me that video. But
Yeah, I had a scary moment. We had a scary moment. We went to Midtown, which is like, I guess not the better, but like, the more upscale part of Houston.
what street is that?
I don't even know.
I don't know. We took an Uber.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. So we were there, and it's like an indoor-outdoor event place, and we were there inside, and there was like gunshots, and the people we just saw like the security running outside, and then the people that were sitting like out in the patio area just came inside, and then everybody like was just kind of going inside, and then one of our friends was like, they're shooting, and I was like, what? So
Did you hear the shooting, or did you hear any gunshots?
I mean, I didn't hear it, but our friend was like, they're shooting, and then when I look, I see the security guards running, and then I see like the people that were outside sitting like get all their stuff, and they're just going inside, and then I just start seeing people like kind of running inside, and like from past experience, like I've been involved, like I've been like at the game house shooting, I was there. Like it looked like it was gonna be the same thing. So I was like, shit, everybody get down on the ground. Like you just never know, you never know when somebody says they're shooting or there's gunshots, you just never know. You gotta take precautions.
We've only been in a club when there was a shooting once, I think, right, Riley? In Elsa over there?
Elsa.
Yeah, some dude pulled out a gun and pop.
Yes, it was pretty scary.
I was too busy into the game. I was too busy into
game was
everything.
over.
I was having okay, that's how much fun I was having. But no, I was standing next to my homeboy Beto. Shout out to Beto. He's from up there, south side of Houston. And he turns and he has this look on his face like, oh, damn. So I'm like, oh shoot. I was like, one of our friends is probably getting jumped or he's getting in a fight. So I turn and I'm like, what's up? And then he's like, nah, fool. He's like, get down. They're firing shots, man. And I go, shots? I go, what do you mean shots? He's like, I don't know.
Hey, I'll take one right now.
Yeah.
Those shots of liquor.
So then, like Fish said, all the bouncers started running and all the waiters started running to the front because in the very front of that place, it's called Poor Behavior. I don't know where anybody's been to Poor
Behavior in Houston,
in Houston. In the very front, it has like these huge sliding glass
They're
doors.
like garage doors.
Yeah. So, anyways,
like
so the whole staff runs and they close them, and I turn because right away I'm like, oh shit, Alyssa, where's Alyssa at? Right. So I turn.
I already had her on the ground.
Yeah, and like Alyssa and Fish and like my compadre Diego and his wife, everybody's literally on the floor. So I'm like, man, I think this is real. And he's like, yeah, man, they're shooting. So I'm like, what the hell? And then I don't know, all of a sudden everybody just goes, no, it's fine. Like the lights kind of came on it's like a bar / club thing.
Yeah.
And then they're like, no, everything's fine.
The DJ came on and just said, the DJ basically was just like, there was a shooting, but it was down the street.
Yeah, it was down the street.
Like everybody's okay, everybody's safe, but we're going to close the doors. Just can't let anybody out because we don't know what's going on until it settles out. And I'm thinking like, dude, this is our first time in Houston. Like it was my very first time ever being at a bar in Houston. And it was like the good part of Houston. And like there was a freaking shooting. And I was like, oh my God, it was wild. But after that, everything got better. It was fine. Well, I don't know what happened. We didn't see anything. I didn't even keep up with the news and see what happened, but we don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember much after that, but all in all, Houston was awesome. We also went to the boardwalk. I had never been there, Dad.
Kema.
Kema. Is it Kema or Kema?
Kema.
Yeah.
It's Kema.
It's
Galveston has a small one as well.
Well, no, that one.
That's the one we went to.
Oh,
Galveston. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, Raul Sauceda's bar's right by there. The poop deck.
The poop deck, yeah.
I should have gone there and have a beer or something.
It's got this huge bridge. And I think it's big, but my knees started buckling because I don't like heights. But so we go to the Kema boardwalk. It's super fun. They had live music. All the stores were open. They had a bunch of stuff for kids. All the rides were open, but they were like wiping down the rides.
So was it Kema or Galveston? Because I think Kema's a whole different area from Galveston. The bridge that goes across to Galveston is pretty big, yeah.
Okay, then I don't know. I just know that it was a Kema boardwalk because we took those pictures.
So then that was Kema then.
Yeah.
I think Kema's apart from Galveston, I think, right?
I think so.
Probably.
Because Galveston also has a little pier that goes out and there's carnival rides and stuff like that.
Yeah, this was the big Kema boardwalk. It was pretty big. They had a roller coaster on it and stuff.
I like going to Galveston during the rally. Remember we went, Ron?
The Lone Star Rally.
We rode over there in the Harleys, man. It was real cold and
it was super cold.
Yeah, you were riding.
Was it raining?
Yeah, no, it was early in the morning.
Oh,
we took off in the morning, and it was on Saturday. I guess was it Saturday? But we took off in the morning. And Ron was on the soft tail.
Yeah.
And I remember he had his foot right, and I was seeing his pant flap.
Yes.
And I was like, this dude is freezing.
I took shingles of stuff to wear on top, like a t-shirt, then a long sleeve, then a hoodie, then a leather. I was so layered, but I only wore jeans.
At the bottom?
Yeah, with my bottom, so I was done, bro.
And I was like right next to you. And I was
Done.
seeing your foot, and I was seeing because I've been riding for a while already, right? And I was thinking, man, this boy is freezing right now. And then we get to Falfurrias. Man, I'm freezing.
But the only thing that helped was we took off at 4 a.m, so it was still dark. But when we hit Falfurrias, the sun started kind of coming out, and that helped tremendously. Tremendously.
And then that rally, man, it was like I was like looking forward to having Ron there, because the Strand in Galveston, it's just like a bike parade for like
24 hours.
I mean, nonstop, and all kinds of motorcycles and the saloons and all that are packed. It's like a little Sturgis, right? And then we get there and we're hanging out, and then all of a sudden there's a fight in the middle of the street, dude. Right? And we're like, wow, check it out. There's some dudes getting it on. They started fighting in the middle of the street, and then the cops came and said, all right, everybody get out of here. Like, man.
Yeah.
They had to screw it all up, man. But yeah, I'm glad you all made it back safe. And, that video that Felicia sent me of you all crouching under the table all scared and get down.
No, because
we should have put that on.
When it was happening, Ron's like, fish, vlog. And I'm like, dude, I'm like, we're in the middle of a situation right now. He's like, vlog for the vlog, fish. Do it. And I'm just like,
Yeah, because I want to
okay.
make this vlog, like,
my
you know, just this vlog of us and stuff, maybe like a PBT vlog or something like that. So all weekend, I was like, hey, pictures and video and fish and fish and fish. She's like, dude, I came to have fun. I didn't come to, you know, work. So when that was going, I was like, hey, fish, vlog it, you know, vlog, like, you know, I mean, the shooting just happened. Like, what more action do you want? But yeah, gracias a Dios, we're back safe. We got back Sunday. Pretty tired because, you know, we had to work on Monday, you know. Got to work hard, play hard.
Yeah, well, that's good. I'm glad you all made it back. And ladies and gentlemen, well, that's everyone. We're all here. And
Introductions are finally done.
Yeah. And coming up in a little bit, we got Jaime de Anda's management. We're going to talk to Julian and talk about that accordion giveaway. We also got Ron's sport report. Cowboys lose Dak. I've got my Dak going on right now, supporting him. We also have Rowdy's headlines coming up in just a little bit and Felicia's celebrity news. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Okay, that helps us out a lot. Hit the little thumbs up button, and we appreciate everybody that's on. Who do we have on so far, baby?
Ooh, we have George Santos, Krabby Crab, Dario Puig, La Menina Nena, Carmen Benavides, Janie Rios, D Kings, Luis Osuna. We have a lot of people in our hashtag.
Heck yeah.
PBT
What's going on,
chat
everybody?
zone.
How y'all doing?
All right, thank you
Hello,
so much.
You're welcome.
Don't forget to join our Patreon club. A $25 pledge gets you a special hashtag PBT t-shirt and sticker. And you can also have the chance of winning in our PBT weekly drawing for prizes. We do it every Saturday night. We appreciate all your support. Go to patreon.com, search Rock and Roll James PBT, okay? And then make sure if you do join our Patreon and you join the $25 membership club, make sure to message us your t-shirt size and your address, all right? We have small, medium, large, extra large, double XL, and 3XL for the extra fluffy, okay? And also we have Cash App, $ Rock and Roll James. And we got some more sizes of the
What'd y'all get?
Tetera Tuesday t-shirt.
Oh.
All right. All right, so if you want to...
Those are awesome, man.
Air accordion. I was doing air congas today, too.
Those
bro.
are awesome, man.
But air accordion, you can play accordion and drink your beer at the same time during the Tetera Tuesday. Perfect. We have small, medium, large, extra large, double XL, and 3XL for the extra fluffy that have to play that bigger accordion. And it's $30 at Cash App, and then give us your shirt size and your address, and we'll send you your stuff. We mailed out about 30.
Hell yeah!
It was like $200 in shipping.
It was
that I paid today. That's how much stuff I mailed out.
That's
It was crazy,
awesome,
but it's good,
hey,
man.
But thank you, everybody. Thank you for taking the time, you know, to go to Cash App, to go to Venmo, you know, and wear the stuff that, you know, my dad makes. So
and send us pictures too. Send us pictures too. Send us selfies.
Yeah, have y'all done it to where whoever has got the shirt, they should send in a video of like playing the accordion?
We did have someone that sent us a video.
Oh, hell yeah.
But they were just jamming out to Throwback Thursday. Yeah. It was just that. But no, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
He had a Whiskey D shirt though,
yes,
right?
He did. And a Whiskey D cap.
Y'all should do a contest, best air accordion. I think you were saying something like that.
Yeah, we'll work on something like that.
Mm-hmm.
We got some crazy people in the chat, and I know they throw it down with that accordion.
Big time.
So we're calling Julian, the management. What's going on, Julian? How you doing?
Hey, how are you, Rock?
Well, doing good, man. Haven't heard from you in a long time. How's everybody up in San Antonio, brother?
You know what? San Antonio's doing fabulous, man. And sorry you haven't heard from us, but I have been keeping Mr. Deonda very busy since COVID.
Cool.
They've been in the studio.
Oh, really?
So, yes.
That's
and
awesome.
we have some new material coming out. We're going to release a new single probably in November, but we're not sure if we should do a Christmas song or just a normal song, because you know how when Thanksgiving comes, everyone stops playing regular music and does Christmas from Thanksgiving to Christmas. So we're not sure, but it's going to be, the music he has coming out, it's going to be very, very different from what people are used to. I'm not taking him away from that hardcore conjunto punch sound, but we're experimenting with different things. Let's just put it that way.
Well, that's good, man. I mean, that's what else can we do during this COVID shutdown, huh?
Exactly, man.
And, experiment.
Exactly, and I'm kind of teaching Jaime, not teaching him, but I'm letting him get into that metal, because that's where I come from. I'm coming from the rock, industry. So I'm showing him, your Perfect Circle, your Whitesnake, your Def Leppard, your, all these bands, and he's seen, the type of music that it is, and I'm like, listen to the bass drum, listen to the kick. We got to bring that into this industry. And so, we're just doing things day by day, but he's been very busy. And then, of course, he's also been doing the special projects. People call him, ask him if he can play at a backyard party. And that's very seldom I let him do that because of COVID still, but he's done one of them. And sad to say, but he's done a couple of funerals already because of COVID.
So he'll go and he'll play at the funeral. He'll do like he'll be a special guest at the funeral and sing and play. Okay.
Yes, he'll do a cappella with him and the bajo player. And it's sad, but they're asking for it, and so it's like, okay, great. But last Saturday, matter of fact, was our first gig back from COVID. We were in Pasadena, Texas, and it was good. It's just a new norm, because when they were taking the people were coming into the front door, it's weird. Your mask have to be on. They're taking the temperature, but then of course when you sit down, you can take off the mask. And when Time started playing, I'm by the soundboard and people are just dancing like normal, but with no mask. So
are they dancing? Were they using the dance floor and dancing on the dance floor?
Yes, they were, and that's what got me. I'm just like, okay.
Well, that's interesting.
It's very interesting.
Well, because like down here, I think they're opening up the clubs, but they're not allowing people to use the dance floor or something like that. But I don't know how they're going to keep that from happening. I know early on in July when we were at the island, remember we went to that hotel,
Yes.
and they were all dancing in the dance floor. We didn't get near it, man. We were like, we made our space between the dance floor and us, big time.
I know what you mean. Because seeing the people dance, if you go on YouTube, some people put up the clips already, and people were just so happy that they were playing. Again, Jaime was playing again, that, they were dancing, and I'm thinking, where's your mask? But I guess it's just a human brain. You want to have a good time. You go out there, you feel the music. You've been locked up for 7 months, and you come out, you want to dance. So it was a sight that is just a new norm. But, hey, I think the hardest thing for me though that night was telling people after the show, Jaime can't take pictures. Jaime can't take pictures, because there were some people, hey, I want to take a picture. I want to take a picture. But as being his manager, I can't let somebody put their arm around him. I can't right now because of COVID.
Yeah.
I can't. And people were upset. Some people got upset. But I hope you understand that I'm not doing it out of spitefulness, out of meanness. I'm doing it to protect them and to protect Jaime.
Yeah. Hey, and by the way, there might even be a little, because there'll be those people that see that you all are performing and the club is open and people are dancing, and there'll be a slight backlash because they're like, I can't believe these people are doing this and that, because you've got that crowd as well, man. That are very open.
Already.
Yeah,
we had a couple messages already, and everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and that's fine. But we got called. We didn't do the dance. We got called. As a matter of fact, our next dance, believe it or not, is October 31st, and that's Halloween. Not next Saturday, but the following Saturday, and that's going to be for in Houston, Texas, at a place called Tetera's nightclub, and it's Jaime and La Tropa F.
Are you I was just going to ask you, La Tropa F as well. So there's other bands that are already starting to test the waters, then, huh?
Yeah, matter of fact, I talked to Michael Salgado, and he's going to be at Billy Bob's in November. I think November 14th, him and Gary Hobbs.
Okay. Wow.
So it's happening, but it's like I told Jaime, all this can stop right away. If the numbers spike up again, everything's going to shut down again. True. And I told the guys in the band that. I said, hey, look, this is a first gig, and we might have more, but I'm taking it day by day.
Yeah.
I am. Wow. And that's all I can do. As you know, Rock with the Whiskey D. We all had gigs in 2020. We were ready. We were going to play together also.
Yeah.
And then here comes COVID.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we were supposed to play together last month, man, here in Edinburgh as well. And a lot of people lost money with that. And I was just reading an article with Ozzy Osbourne. His wife is already booking him for 2022. You know, because I was thinking, I really wanted to see Ozzy one last time. You know, and they said that it's been very hard finding venues because when it does begin, it's going to be like every band is going to be out there performing, and it's going to be like a really, really exciting time once this thing gets pulled over. And by the way, supposedly there's a vaccine coming around as well, man. And some local physicians actually contacted me saying they might get it within the next 2-3 weeks.
Wow.
So,
really?
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
So,
See, and I hope so because everybody is losing money. I mean, from the band to the owner of the venue to the road crew, sound crew, to the people that to the merchandise, to the guy who sells the tacos outside when we come out of the club or bar, our venue. Everyone's losing money, and I just hope real soon that we can all be back to normal.
yeah.
Honestly,
I hope so. Hey, and we've been doing this Jaime de Anda accordion giveaway for quite a while already, man. We started a few months back. What's the status on that? Because a lot of fans are asking about it.
Yes, and I'm glad that we're talking because let me tell you what's going on. Jaime being such a nice guy, we had an unbelievable response of people that wanted numbers. And while we were doing this, Rock, we heard some stories that people were coming and saying, that people were coming and saying, hey, I really want to do this, but I'm having a hard time right now with money. So what we did is we decided to tell these people, okay, you know what? We're going to give you a payment plan. And Rock, the reason why we did that, Rock, is because $75 to some people is a lot. It is a lot of money. Mm-hmm. It is a lot of money. And we have people paying 20 here, 25 here. And I do this because, Rock, what got us was seeing these stories, and we had a couple of them that were from parents. My child really wants this raffle, my nephew, my niece, but I'm working 2 jobs. It's hard for me to give 75 at one point. So we were like, okay, you know what? We'll put you on this plan. It was a payment plan type thing. And
okay.
So what we did, and that's what took forever. And I should have announced something, but it was my fault. We've been so busy. But what we decided to do is we're going to go ahead and give the accordion away on either October 24th, which is a Saturday, if I believe. Okay. I might be wrong. I believe that's a Saturday. If that doesn't work, for sure, what we're going to do is do it after Halloween, which would be that November 7th. But I'm trying to get everyone's payment in by the 24th so we can give it away that Saturday.
All right. Well, that sounds awesome. And we're just touching base and, getting a little update on it so that way our fans can know what's going on because they've been commenting in the chat box and stuff about the accordion contest and stuff.
I appreciate their patience, and Jaime does too. And like I said, whoever gets it is going to get a piece of Stefano Conjunto history. Yeah. Whoever wins it is going to get that history.
For sure, man. We're excited. And Julian, well, hey, man, be cool and say hello to Jaime. And we're looking forward to seeing you, man, and give away that accordion to some lucky winner. Okay, bro?
Will do. Thank you so much for everything. I can stay safe.
All right. You too, man. Hell yeah.
Nice.
All right. So they started playing a little bit then, huh?
So ya merito para el accordion.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Julian, the management for Jaime de Anda, and you heard it about the 24th, 23rd, 24th of this month, or maybe right at Halloween or a little bit after. We'll be doing that. And speaking of Halloween, they've banned trick or treat around here, right?
They did.
Did they?
Yeah, so there's not going to be any trick or treat. We used to love to sit out there and just see all of the kids come through because we live in a neighborhood where, families bring their kids from other places and they just walk all the blocks and we would just see so many costumes back in the day when we were able to do that, right?
Yes.
And I remember one time there was a guy like Jason.
Yes.
Just standing by a stop sign over there, just staring at
so creepy.
Yeah, Riley got scared, dude. I was like, oh my god, I'm getting creeped out.
Call the cops. Be like, oh well, there's a couple cops walking the next block.
and I look, what? Look over there. I looked and I'm like, a la madre. It was just some dude standing by the stop sign, like across the street, just staring at all of us, man, in the mask. It was pretty damn cool, man.
Since we're not gonna be doing that outside, and it is on a Saturday, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
I think we
yeah.
should all dress up. We should all dress up.
Okay.
I think we should all dress up.
Like
It's on
with a
Saturday.
tuxedo and stuff, or what?
No, like dress up in a Halloween
Oh,
costume.
okay.
Oh my goodness.
I already bought my costume. I
You
ordered
did?
it.
Wow.
I ordered it like 3 weeks ago.
Raleigh
but-
had an idea,
And I have half.
and
Yes.
she wanted you guys to be involved.
Well, I might.
Yes.
Yeah, I might have to because my costume didn't fit me.
Oh,
Freaking quarantine weight.
Inga. Well, I've got a costume that has muscles on it, so you know I don't have to worry too much.
And I ordered them like 3 weeks ago, and so the day right. Well, it was the day right before. It was the day right before they announced about Hidalgo County not allowing trick or treating. I'm like, we just got our costumes, and we were, so. But that's okay. We can still use them. We're going to use them.
Well, I'm sure there'll be
So-
some Halloween parties at
I'm
houses and stuff,
I'm
backyards.
sure we could do
Yeah.
something small.
I saw
for
this
us.
this video like on Facebook, and it was like a dude at his porch, and he had a string like to the mailbox, and it was
he
like a
dropped the bag.
ghost, and it would take the candy, and the kid would just go like that, and then
It was
drop
a
the
zip
candy,
line.
and then it'd come back. It was a
It's a
zip
zip
line.
line.
Cool.
It's a
Yeah,
candy
and I
zip
was like,
line.
dude, that's the badass way to do it.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, I saw that too. So who banned? Somebody asked, who was it? The whole valley that banned trick or treating, or was it just the county?
I really need to look at it because
You want to look into it?
they're saying that here in Hidalgo County
had
it's
heard,
banned.
Yes, I
Damn.
had heard Hidalgo County.
Yeah, I had seen it on the monitor or something like that.
So we have our crack research team over here across the board over here.
4 days ago, Hidalgo County bans trick or treating in amended emergency order.
Yeah.
Right.
So there you go. It is banned. Trick or treating in Hidalgo County. I wonder if other counties are the same. Maybe we can take the kids to another county to
That's
take some
true.
of their candy, you
Yeah,
know?
that's true.
Everybody's gonna go to Star County probably and be over there in
Yeah.
Rio Grande in the Monte trick or treating and stuff.
Oh, allá en Río Grande te dan un regalito más,
Maybe-
un treat,
maybe we
un
get
treat
it.
menos
Yeah.
diferente,
Yeah.
papá.
Nada de tricks allá, puros treats.
Yeah, see?
Maybe we can get our viewers involved and have like a pumpkin carving, and they send us pictures,
That'd
and
be cute.
Speaking
we'll give
of,
away something.
you should have, man, seen that pumpkin patch we went to Saturday night. It was freaking awesome.
Oh, the one in La Feria.
Yeah, and it belongs to
yeah.
an old school friend of mine.
Really?
Yeah, Joey Trevino. His daughter is the one that came up with the whole concept. And it's 75 acres, and there's like pumpkins everywhere, dude. It's crazy.
Wow,
and big old bales of hay. And they have like these
Photo ops.
like there's so many places
so
to
many
take
places.
photos
Yes.
Oh,
with chingos of pumpkins and stuff. And he said he special ordered some pumpkins from I don't know where. They're like the biggest pumpkins that nobody has. And so we have a lot of footage that we're putting together for Saturday. On Saturday we'll be putting it up, and y'all will be checking out the fun we had. I took Mom and I took Christian, our godson,
Yeah,
as well.
I saw that. I saw that on the PBT Facebook page.
Yeah, so we had a very good time. They have food and they have kettle corn and just the photo ops, like you said, right, babe?
Yes.
I mean, there's like a big old pile of pumpkins, and there's like a little area where you can sit your little baby or your kid and
Nice.
take pictures, and it's just really awesome, bro.
When we were coming back from Houston, we had told the people that we were with that you guys had gone, and the first thing that my comadre said was, I want to take the boys. I want to take the boys. So right away, people think that. So if there's nice photo areas, it's a hell of a
Yeah.
place
And
to take the whole family.
And they have a bunch of games for the kids
That's
and adults.
perfect.
It's just so awesome, and it's out in the open. So it's 75 acres of just ranch land, and so everyone's able to keep their distance from
It's
each other.
awesome,
it is just
bro.
amazing.
It's
It's
freaking
amazing.
awesome.
And you said it was open Thursday through Sunday?
Yeah, I think we got we've got
Yes,
yeah.
it's Thursday through Sunday.
Yeah.
Yes.
We need to check that out.
And they
for
close
sure.
about it's open like from 1 to 9.
1 to 9.
Yeah, because we got
Yes.
there around 6 o'clock, and it was really nice at 6.
Mm-hmm.
But I would recommend if you do go around 5, and you have 6, 7, 8, 9. You have 4 hours to really see everything and take pictures everywhere because
Mm-hmm.
it is a big place. It's 75 acres of pumpkins, so it's really cool.
It's amazing.
All right, so
Puro pumpkin pie.
yeah,
We
no
had
man, empanadas,
We have
papá.
Yes.
a comment from Felipe Menchaca. He said if he could send in his Halloween pictures,
Yeah.
Yes.
so we
Of
can see
course.
them. If you guys dress up for Halloween, send us pictures.
Ven,
Yes.
mándanos el picture de Drácula, carnal.
Dracula.
I had a friend. We had a cousin.
Oh my gosh.
We had a cousin, Adán, que en paz descanse, right? He used to work at the sugar mill, and he told me, because he had like a kind of a speech impediment, right? And he was saying, ¿sabes qué, primo? Que en el jale me dicen Drácula. And I was like, why? Because at the sugar mill they got trailers, right? Porque yo soy el que dice Dracúlate, right?
Instead of
Like recúlate, right?
Recúlate.
But he would say Dracúlate, and they would say, eres Drácula, güey. Drácula, ven para acá. Dracúlate más. Oh, shout out to the Anda family and just unos primos allá en el lado de mi jefe. All right, we're going to be right
Diamante.
back. El Diamante San Antonio, papá, asústame. We're going to be right back. We're going to take a quick break for our sponsors, and then we're going to come back with Rally's headlines, man. Something big is coming out, and we've already ordered some. It's going to cost us some money. And we also have Felicia Celebrity News, and we have Ron's Sports Report coming up, Cowboys
baby.
and Texans. So don't go anywhere, okay?
With fall season and flu season coming up on us, Dr. T's Primary Care is offering flu vaccines to help keep you safe this flu season. Call us at 956-441-2188 to schedule your appointment. Also, take advantage of all the immune-boosting treatments Dr. T's Primary Care has to offer, from vitamins, supplements, immune-boosting injections, IV infusions, and we still offer COVID testing as well. So call 956-441-2188 today to schedule your flu vaccine with Dr. T's Primary Care.
In 2018, I was accused of a serious crime. I decided to look for legal assistance. I came up on Mr. Rene's website and looked at his work, his background, his reviews, and I felt that he was a strong lawyer, and decided to hire him for representation. I had fear of losing everything. I lost friends. I lost my fiance. The neighbors in my subdivision looked at me different. He made me feel comfortable. He made me feel confident about his work, about his representation. He was just great at making me feel comfortable. I was amazed by his work, by his team, how dedicated they were to this case. After Mr. Flores proved my innocence, I felt great, relieved. I'm truly grateful for Mr. Flores being able to get me out of this situation. I would recommend it 100% to anybody who asks.
All right. We're back. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Rally's headline. And what is going on, Rally? How you doing,
Hello.
baby?
Hi, everyone. My headline today is extremely important to all of us in this room and to everyone out there. So my headline reads, Apple introduces iPhone 12 Pro and iPhone 12 Pro Max with 5G. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys, this is supposed to be the best iPhone ever. The features are supposed to be amazing. What's a little, I'm a little scared, but it says that one of the features is that it will have a powerful A14 Bionic, all new design. So I don't know, anything with Bionic, I'm down, but that kind of sounds a little scary. So I'm going to show you just a little bit of what it looks like. Okay. And so they did announce that it was going to be released with the 5G capabilities as its new flagship phone, making it the first iPhone that can connect to the latest, speediest wireless network. And it will certainly be amongst the speediest, it does say here, the speediest on the speediest wireless network, and it could cost over $1,000 as well. But I know that today when I spoke to our representative who's hooking us up, she did say that for us to kind of hold off on it, and she has us down ready to receive one or ready to order one. But she said that they are going to be offering a lot of promotional offers, right? So there's going to be a lot of promotional offers. So this smartphone is amazing. I know that we all have iPhones in this room, and they are amazing. There are little computers that we have in our hands that we cannot live without, and we use them for work, for fun, to keep in contact with everyone and everything.
They're like mini iPads, right?
They are. So I know that there was some, let me just read what it says. It says the last time Apple released a phone into so much economic uncertainty was the iPhone 3G in July 2008, when the United States was already in a recession. So, there were, of course, the naysayers were saying, well, it's we're in that same time, which we're not. But I do think that this will most definitely pick up our economic everything, right? So there's going to be so many there. They projected an insane amount of orders, people that were going to order. So
As
I'm
usual.
excited. Yes, I'm extremely excited. And again, there's going to be a ton of promotional offers if you just upgrade. So yeah,
What is your favorite thing about the iPhone?
Mine? Everything is on that iPhone. I can scan, I can type, I can edit, I can access and edit my work stuff, like my Google Classroom stuff. I can do video conferencing, emails, phone calls, text messages, notes. Everything is on my phone. So.
And what iPhone do you have, Fish?
I have the 8 Plus.
And Ron?
No, yo tengo como el 6.
Yes, I was wondering.
Yeah.
Because we used yours as a camera the last time, and you look kind of like
it's-
fuzzy. It was kind of foggy a little bit.
No, but after I saw The Social Dilemma on Netflix,
Oh, I need to watch that.
bro,
Well, what's that
you're
about?
never going to want to
It's
even look at your phone. You guys need to watch
no.
it, especially you and Riley who are real big Netflix.
Yeah.
It's called I think it's The Social Dilemma.
Well, we're not really big Netflix. I mean, we hardly ever watch TV.
We don't
We're always
watch
freaking
TV
working.
ever.
But what is it about?
When you do with your
Well, just
your
tell me in a
bridesmaid-
nutshell, what does
with
it
your
tell you?
bridesmaid ice cream?
Yes.
Those nights, yeah. No. In a nutshell, it's these ex-executives from Facebook, from Google, all these big, massive tech guys, and they kind of whistle. They're not so much a whistleblower, but they kind of whistleblow in a sense that these people are sharing our information without us knowing.
Yeah.
And that we're just pawns. And there's literally, like, you always say it. Hey, Dad, the other day I was talking about, que quería una troca nueva, una Ford. And then you're on your Facebook feed, and then, a Ford ad pops up. So they have people that are essentially controlling you through your phone.
It's
or through
targeting.
your
It's advertising targeting. Yeah.
Yeah. So now the guys are basically coming to the point that says, hey, it's kind of something to where kids are getting affected by it and families are getting affected by it, because the companies care more about the money and selling our information than they really do about making the world a better place.
Well, that's what it is. That's what it is. And it's a business. I mean, those guys aren't worth $100 billion for nothing, man. And that's why they were going to make a law, they were going to outlaw TikTok, because TikTok, the majority of the company is owned by China, and so China's getting all this information from everybody, because when you get the TikTok app, they ask for your name, they ask for your date of birth. I mean, I always put in like a day or a month off of my date of birth.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Incorrect.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
Incorrect.
always put, because, this goes back to identity theft back in the day when people would find out your social security number, they'd find out. And you know what? I don't even use my bank card. I use a debit card that I upload money on, because
Like a prepaid
I
type
mean,
of card.
I have my, not fears, but, I just want to be safe, because, hacking is a big problem. And like you said, the phones are always listening, dude.
Yep.
And not just the phones, the televisions as well.
Everything.
Your computer, your laptop. I mean, the microphone, it pops up. And then what happens is a lot of us put in an app. And when you get the app, it says terms of service, right?
Yeah.
Do we even read that?
You don't. You just
Never.
scroll to the bottom and you
Dale
click.
gas, I need it. Boom.
Except,
And that's
yeah.
what they talked about, is that what these people try to do is keep you on your phone, because the longer that you have your phone like this in front of your face, the more ads you see, right? So that's why they try to keep you on your phone as long as they can, so you can see more ads and more ads and more ads and more ads. So that's what kind of, the whole thing was
now-
about. But going back to Riley's headline, are we still going to buy them, Pop?
Well,
Probably.
yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, especially for us, like it just makes someone in the chat box is saying, well, why an Android does the same thing. But in our case, all of these devices work seamlessly together, and it has to be an Apple product in order for our programs to work efficiently and effectively. So for us, it just makes our jobs easier.
Besides that, if I have a video, I can send it to another iPhone and they get the exact quality, or I can airdrop it to another iPhone, where if I send it to somebody that has an Android, it's going to come out fuzzy. Or when they send me a video, it looks fuzzy. So then they have to install the WhatsApp. They have that WhatsApp, and you can send out videos, and they kind of like have the same high definition when you receive them. So there's apps that can handle that if you've got you don't necessarily need the iPhone.
Each device has its own pros. Like I'm sure an Android is amazing. I'm sure because both of my sisters have Androids, and they swear that they will never go to iPhone, and I'm trying to convince them to go into iPhones or Apple products. But it's just I feel that it does truly, and it's on the website and online. Apple iPhones, iPads, Macs, everything Apple TVs, they just offer so much more, and they all work together. So
I think the difference between not wanting to change phones is because you have to learn the phone all over again.
Yes, you're right.
They're already used to Android, and if they get another Android, it's basically the same thing. It just transfers over.
That's actually
same with
what
iPhone.
they said. That's
if
actually
I
what
have
they
an
said.
iPhone, if we get Androids, we're gonna be like, I have to figure this out, and we already have the habit of doing this way and this way just to do it quick.
Yes.
And then and Androids will be a little different, so you kind of have to start becoming accustomed to it, so you can just do your things really fast. And in this day and age, you want to do things like this, right? You don't want to wait till you get home to text. You don't want to wait till you get home to contact whoever's getting a hold of you.
Drive.
You got to do it at the light. Hey, you come up with an idea to post on social media. I'm not gonna wait till I get home. I'm gonna do it right now.
So now for you, the AirPods work wonders.
Yeah.
Right. The AirPods work because now you can just say it, and it calls people. It texts people. It just it does everything for you now.
I press the button and I go, Siri, and she goes, yes, I'm here. I said, text my baby, right? Because that's the way I have Riley on the phone, right? And she goes, what do you want me to text her? And I said, tell her I love her. So she texted her, I love her.
You love who?
You're supposed to say, I love you, way.
I thought that Siri was gonna, after you said text her, I love her, I thought Siri was gonna tell you, Te lo sigo.
Hey, one time I asked
James.
I asked Siri a seductive question.
Yes.
And she was like, I cannot answer that, or just something like that, right?
So conservative.
Yeah, she was like, she refused to answer it, dude. And I said, it's
so
okay.
modest.
Yeah. It's gonna get to a point where we're not gonna have to talk with each other. Just talk to Siri. She'll keep you company. Yeah. It's gonna take a lot of loneliness away from people, man, for sure.
I like Janie's point real quick, going on phones. She said, all our kids have iPhones. Hubby and I have Android. The best thing about it, nobody steals our chargers, bro. Very, very good. Yes. Yeah. I steal everybody's iPhone charger in the whole house. Every time somebody's like, hey, where's my charger? Ask Ron. So that's a very, very good point, Janie.
The greatest thing that could have happened is those freaking 10-feet chargers at the Stripes, right?
Oh, my
you walk in there,
why does Apple why does Apple do that? They give you those stock chargers that are 2 feet long. Like who? Oh my goodness, they need to. But they do it so that way you can buy longer cords.
The thing that's scary is like our whole lives are in our phone, and you lose that phone, you have a heart attack. I mean, one time I left.
Oh my God,
dude! I went to HEB and I put my phone in that little tray of the. And I went.
The one where you put the two drinks next to
wallet.
it?
Yeah.
With your wallet.
No, it was just my phone.
Oh, just your phone?
Yeah,
okay, it was that time.
My wallet was. So then I went and I loaded up all the groceries, and then I went and I put the the cart where it went, right? And not in the just by the little thing where they put all the carts, right?
So then you're one of those people that doesn't take the time to put the cart in the slot.
Yeah,
outside.
pretty much I do.
Yeah, you just throw it.
Depends on how fast, how much of a hurry I am. But I'm like that because I used to be a sacker at HEB.
I was gonna segue to that. Like you were the people that you didn't like back when you were working.
Yeah. So I kind of feel like, man, you know what? I need to help them out a bit. But so I took off, and I'm like at home already, and I'm like, my phone, holy shit! And I'm driving like a maniac over there to help, hope nobody. And there were people like in the parking lot asking for money, dude, And so I was like, man, they get my phone, I'm done, right? And it was still there, dude. It was like, oh my God. But if you lose your phone, you lose everybody's number. And we don't even know the numbers by memory anymore,
No.
Back in the day, I had my mom's number. I had everybody's number. Now,
I just know like 5 people. I know you, Fish, Alyssa, Mom, and like that's it. But another thing about iPhones real quick, Fish just bought a brand new Mac, and you need like adapters, right, Fish? Like you can't use certain chargers for it, so they make
Yeah,
you
you gotta buy everything separate.
I know, they're smart.
When I was buying my MacBook, the guy was like, are you gonna want to take the adapter too? And I was like,
the voice you made.
I was like, why? And he's like, because you need it. And I'm like, okay, I can put it. And I was like, well, how much is it? And he's like, it's $20. I was like, just add it, dude. What else do I need? Do I need like the freaking plug? Like what else?
I
And he's
know.
like,
And then they start messing up right around the time the new ones are coming out.
dude,
Which
I
is
have
what's happening.
I have the 8 Plus and I love it. It's paid off. I don't need a new iPhone, but it's starting to mess up on me because the new iPhone's coming out.
Yeah, they start
that.
messing up.
How do you think I feel with the 6? I can't even type or try to put.
Hey, well,
or
that's
I
your
can't-
fault because you don't
No.
take care of your phone.
No, but look, I can't even take a picture because it says, "Oh, backup memory." Like I can't. So I have to go erase an old picture to take a new picture.
He takes a picture and the screen says, "Are you serious, dude?" GTFOH.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So anyway, man.
Very, very good headline.
Yeah. All right, Rally.
One last thing before we go. Early voting in Texas started today, so contact your local elections office for more information
Yeah.
and exercise your right to vote, please.
Y'all better vote.
Thank you.
Y'all better vote. Very important election. Okay.
Yes.
And hopefully you're registered to vote. If not, find out how you can get registered and exercise your right, your God-given American United States right to vote. Okay. It's a big election. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for, should we say that was Rally's headline?
Thank you.
There you go.
Go on.
Thanks.
Intro, outro. And now we've got Felicia, like being
Oh my God.
Chaz, right? Felicia celebrity headline.
Yes. So, even though the Houston Rockets did not win the NBA championship,
Boo.
I think Russell Westbrook is still a winner in my book
Hey,
because
listen.
Why?
Because
It better be a good reason.
Houston Rockets player Russell Westbrook reportedly left the sizable gratuity for hotel housekeeping before he departed Disney's World's Grand Floridian Hotel, the site of the NBA bubble. According to Dallas Morning News reporter Brad Townsend, Westbrook left the staff with a spotless room and an $8,000 tip.
Damn.
Lo dejó nomás de puro
It's a
coraje.
beautiful hotel too.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful hotel, but how awesome that he left it spotless and he left an $8,000 tip.
Well,
I thought
you
that
know,
was awesome.
some of us are like that. We like to put everything together before we leave a hotel room, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
me.
yes, of course.
Yeah, but you didn't leave $8,000 under the pillow either.
But I sure do check for some when I get there. I remember when I was doing the boxing tour back in the late 90s. I would bring a pillow from each room wherever I stayed. I had a collection of pillows, man. Híjole, eran cabrón yo.
Hey, but that's pretty cool because they were there for about 3.5 months.
Yeah, they stayed there quite a while, right?
Yeah, so every day he probably got used to seeing the same maid, the
Housekeepers.
same housekeeper.
They probably had
so-
like their own personal staff, like
True.
to take care of them.
Yeah, no, but that's really cool because a lot of those people, because of COVID, were out of jobs. Dad, they weren't working. Like all of that whole Disney
Yeah.
area was all shut down.
Yeah.
So when the NBA decided, hey, let's go to Disney, make it a bubble. I think like 6,500 employees
Wow.
got to work again,
That's
and they hadn't worked.
That's
you
good.
know? So I mean, and then this guy leaves Russell Westbrook leaves an $8,000 tip. So.
Oh, Ray Daniel said Westbrook is a loser on the court, but that was nice of him with the tip.
Pobrecito.
Oh, I get it.
What happened with the Houston Rockets? They just
What do you think happened to the Houston Rockets?
Amiga.
What do you think?
Hey, so. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Felicia's celebrity headline. All right.
yes, thank you.
Good one, Fish.
And
That was a good one.
now it's time for, well, before that,
Yes.
I want to remind I got to do a few things here.
Yes.
Before we get to the grand finale.
Let's do it. Who we shouting out, Pop?
Promote hashtag PVT live shows is what it says here. That's what the production director wants me to do. So hashtag PVT Throwback Thursday makes it 6 p.m. tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah.
On Thursday. And then in the evening at 8:30, we have hashtag PVT The Rock and Chaz Show, which is always a lot of fun.
That's
man.
and the shirts you made for that are freaking awesome too. Man.
And Chaz is quite a character with his collectibles and all that stuff.
He's a funny. I've seen some of those shows, man. They're hilarious.
They're
They're hilarious, man.
Hashtag PVT Saturday Night Party Live is at 9:00 p.m. on Saturday nights. And this Saturday night, we'll be presenting to you some sights and sounds of the T-Ranch pumpkin patch. It's just absolutely amazing. We're still like in awe of it. And so
Yes.
we'll tell you
when-
more about that. It's in La Feria.
When's that again? What show? That's
Saturday night, yeah.
Saturday. Okay.
Right.
And what time is it on Saturday?
That'll be happening at 9:00. 9:00.
Saturday
And
at
then,
9.
we'll be here
Yeah.
live, and then we're going to show you some footage of everything we did over there. Okay, so it's going to be awesome. Make sure to join us and tell all your friends. But hey, a reminder to like, subscribe, and share. Man, we're almost at 14,700 fans, and we should be at 15,000 hopefully by the middle of next month, maybe, or maybe even faster than that. Who knows? It all depends on all of you that support the show, and we appreciate you. Now it's time for Ron's Sports Report, man. Orale. So, what do you got, bro?
We can start wherever you want to start, Pop. NFL, NBA, whatever you need. I'm here.
Well, I gotta get
here.
I gotta get the
here.
music first, man.
So while you get the music, for everybody that says like, oh, you only like LeBron and you don't like anybody else, I wore this shirt underneath because I got respect. I got respect for all the greats, So it's Kobe Bryant.
Orale.
You got Kobe right here. So a Laker legend. So rest in peace, Kobe. It was a tragic way that he passed, him and his
Big
daughter
time, man.
and everybody else in that helicopter ride. But you can't think of the Lakers without Kobe. I mean, much respect to Kobe. I love Kobe. I wasn't the biggest fan, but you have to give respect where respect is due. And Kobe is one of the all-time Laker greats.
Lakers have been traditionally, the team that has had some very, very great stars since the days of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar,
Magic.
James Worthy, Magic Johnson. I mean, they've had just a stellar career of
Shaq.
players like Shaquille O'Neal. Yeah.
Yeah. The Lakers are where players want to go. The Lakers are like the Yankees. If you get asked to be on the Lakers, you're gonna go. If you get asked to be on the Yankees, you're one of the best players in the whole game.
Yeah.
So,
and they won this past Sunday.
Yes. Yeah,
but
yeah.
first, let's go to the Dallas Cowboys, man. Dallas Cowboys played this past Saturday
Get
or
the
Sunday.
tissues, get the tissues,
Sunday
Dad.
afternoon. And, it was a bittersweet win that has the Dallas Cowboys in first place of the NFC East.
correct.
And,
At what cost, Dad? At what cost?
Well, it depends. I mean, do you have any faith in Dalton? Do you think he can do what Foles did with the Eagles when he slipped in for Wentz? Because Wentz had
I saw this. I think it might have been on Max Garza's Facebook, actually. It says the Cowboys still have the best quarterback in the NFC East because you have Daniel Jones with the Giants, who isn't, a great quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
You have Alex Smith, who came back for the Washington football team, but they got Haskins, a rookie, last year.
Alex Smith had an injury.
Very not similar to Dak's, but
Well,
his was more toward believe it was the calf,
The femur?
knee. Yeah,
Yeah.
the femur. And
still, dude, that's
he
like-
actually got gangrene, and he almost died.
Okay.
He was on his deathbed. He almost died of a really bad fever because he got infection. But yeah, very similar to Dax. So anyway, going back to your point, the Dalton can. And Dalton is a starting quarterback. He could be a starting quarterback on a lot of other teams. He was with the Bengals for a long time, Dad. So everybody knows the Bengals aren't the best team.
Yeah.
So maybe now with an offense like the Cowboys have, Dalton can do enough
Well, this is
to
just,
win the NFC East
this
and
is
get
his
us
chance.
to the playoffs.
What happened with Romo, and then Dak came in, and look at what happened with Dak. He went on an undefeated streak, man, almost.
Mm-hmm.
And so now Dalton's in that position, and this is his chance to become the quarterback that he's always wanted to be, and with the greatest team in sports franchise history, the Dallas Cowboys, man.
This is where you give the offseason move of signing a quarterback like Andy Dalton as your backup. This is where you praise whoever made that move, in the Cowboys front office. Because to have a guy like Andy Dalton compared to, remember when they had like Ryan Leaf?
Yeah.
And they had like these backup quarterbacks who you knew weren't gonna get you there.
Nah.
When Aikman would get hurt, or when Romo,
Now,
or when
this
Romo
guy's
got hurt with
proven.
Dak, but-
Dalton is a proven
Yeah,
veteran.
he's a
He's
proven
been
guy.
around 8 years, something like
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah, and then you give him an offense like the Cowboys, and hey, but they won 37-34. Again, the Cowboys. What is it with the Cowboys and nail biters?
Yeah.
And then having the lead, and then losing the lead, and then coming back at the very, very end. They won.
That first Giants touchdown. The tackling wasn't there, dude.
Yeah,
It's like the defense
the
is really
defense
struggling.
is
bro.
they gave up 34 points to the Giants. I don't think the Giants had scored 34 points altogether in their previous 3 games.
And they scored in the first quarter, and they hadn't scored a touchdown in the first quarter. They had only scored a field goal so far.
Yeah.
So it seems like, and I've always said this, all the teams, they always,
It's always the Super Bowl when they play the Cowboys.
Yes, it's
All the
always a
time.
Super. If we lose every single game of the season, as long as we beat the Cowboys, we're
Yeah.
good. You know what I mean? And so they step up, man, to play the Cowboys all the time, man.
What also helped was that they got Zeke going. He had 16 carries for 91 yards and 2 touchdowns. So when you get, they needed to rely a little bit more on Zeke because Dak went out, but you get that running game going, you get Zeke going, then you have the play action where you can hit guys like CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb had 124 yards, and he's
Yeah.
not even, your number one receiver. You have Cooper, as your number one receiver.
Something that I question is the smartness of Dak Prescott, the intelligence on the field, because your intellectual quarterback would have slid instead of trying to run like a running back. That's what got him hurt. A quarterback's protocol when he's running with the ball and he's about to get tackled is slide, dude. Don't get hurt. You're the guy that we are depending on to win this game. You're the leader of this team. You need to take care of yourself when we're not around you to protect you. And he just threw that out and just tried to bully that linebacker or whoever was trying to, hey, dude, calm down, bro. And look at what happens. He busted his ankle. I don't think that was pretty smart of him to do it. It sucks that he got hurt.
Yeah.
But I think you have to have some sort of intellectual, when you're the quarterback, you're the leader.
Yeah, there
you
it
need
is.
to take care of
Yeah.
yourself. It was horrific.
It was probably one of the. It's on the screen right now. That was one of the worst injuries that you can have. But as a player on the field, you always think, I'm a competitor. I want to get that extra yard. But you do make a point. He's the quarterback of the team. But you see guys like, like Patrick Mahomes do it every single week, scramble. Because they're younger guys. That's just in their nature.
But if Patrick Mahomes is getting tackled, he's not going to fight it, dude. He's going to probably throw himself down into the ground and, okay, you got me, right?
Yeah, well, the thing about it is you have to think about the score. You have to think about the time. If you're down and you can get that extra couple of yards, you're probably gonna not want to go down, And now if you're up 20 and if somebody's coming to attack you, then you're probably gonna want to slide. That's the way that I look at it.
The quarterback's health is primary, dude. He needs to take care of himself, make sure he doesn't get injured, because then what happens? They go to the backups. Fortunately, we have Dalton. Fortunately, we have a proven quarterback. But I hope a lot of quarterbacks are watching this film and saying, you know what, I ain't gonna do what Dak did. I'm gonna slide and just get tapped, and you know what, I'm gonna get whatever yardage I can. I'm not gonna fight for the first down. I'm not a running back. I'm not a fullback. I'm a quarterback.
But if you're the leader on your team, and if Zeke and CeeDee Lamb and all the Cowboys see Dak hustling out there and trying to run through linebackers to get that extra first down, what do you think that's going to do to them? Hey, man, if Dak's doing it, we need to get on our game.
Well,
so I totally understand what Dak was doing. It's just a freak accident. It was just a freak accident.
That could have been,
Yeah, well, it couldn't have been any worse, because it's pretty bad. But another thing that they were talking about is that his contract. Because remember, he's on the franchise tag. He got paid $31 million this year. And everybody was saying, chingao, Dak la cagó. He should have taken the money. They were giving him $100 million. He wanted, a certain amount of money, and Cowboys didn't get it there. Jerry Jones didn't get him there. So I don't know what everybody else thinks, but it kind of looks like a big mistake on his part by not taking the money. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest mistake was him trying to get that first down, dude. Not the money.
Yeah,
I mean, that was the biggest mistake, because that puts his whole ability to play into question from here on in. I mean, am I going to want to pay millions of dollars for somebody that's been injured that bad? I mean, I don't know.
That's the whole argument right now, is that now the Cowboys can get him maybe at a discount after he comes back from the injury, and that he's going to be more prone to sign whatever money they throw at him. Wow. Because he wanted 4-year contract for a certain amount of money. The Cowboys wanted 5. It was back and forth. And somebody made a good point. Jerry Jones paid Tony Romo whatever he wanted. Jason Garrett, he liked Jason Garrett. Jason Witten. Jerry Jones kind of has his favorites. So why didn't he want to pay Dak? Because Dak no más era, it wasn't one of his, guys that he liked on the team. So,
well, it might not be that. I mean, Jerry Jones looks at the ability of the players. I mean, he's one of those guys that sits down next to the general manager and the coach, and he's watching and he's seeing, and he's a very perceptive of talent,
Yeah.
And I think he still felt, chinga, le falta un poquito más a Dak, and he needs to do smarter, instead of throwing the ball when he shouldn't. It's smart moves on the and one of those that move where he ran with the ball and tried to fight it. It was.
I just think that point on Jerry Jones not liking his players is a very, very good point, because remember when he didn't want to pay Emmett. He didn't want to pay Emmett, and Emmett set out the first 2 games, and they lost. And he finally said, "Screw it, I'm going to pay Emmett." And the rest is
it's negotiations, you know.
The rest is history,
and I think that's why they got Dalton, as well, because he's security, man. I mean, the guy's, like I said, he's a proven. He's played with the Bengals. He's led a team. He's started many games. So he'll have no problem. It's going to be interesting watching the next game with Dalton playing the whole game and starting it. Yeah.
That's a good segue, because guess what we have next week, or this week, for the Cowboys?
Who do we have?
Monday Night Football. We finally get a Monday night game, prime time. It is against the Cardinals and their young young quarterback Kyler Murray, and old Texans star wide receiver Hopkins.
So that's going to happen
Monday night
against who again?
Cardinals.
Yeah. How did they do this weekend? They were playing.
I think they played
the Bills or something.
Man, the Bills are playing tonight, and they got whooped by Tennessee.
Okay.
I want to say the Cardinals played the Jets, if I'm not mistaken. But the Jets are sorry. Their coach is a crackhead, and there's an interview with the coach, and his eyes, Adam Gase, his eyes are all screwed up. So.
So
that's what we have coming up Monday night for all you Cowboy fans, man.
The scores, other scores: Bears, Foles beat the Bucks, man, 20-19.
Yeah, he beat Brady.
And Brady was kind of like shocked at the end, thinking he had an extra down or something like that. Texans, they beat the Jets.
He thought it was a 3rd down. I mean, he says, "Oh, I knew it was 4th down," but I think he screwed up. I think he thought it was 3rd down.
Yeah, he did. Ravens beat the Bengals 27-3. Panthers beat the Falcons 23-14, and the Falcons, they fired their coach.
Yeah, they fired.
They'll watch them.
Yep, my friend Alex Galan was praying for that to happen. They fired the coach and they fired the GM. I mean, if you go 0-5, you have pretty much no chance of making the playoffs.
The real big surprise this weekend was the Raiders beating the Chiefs 40-32. Man, the Raider Nation was excited.
DJ was probably like going crazy, man.
Yeah, Cardinals beat the Jets 30-10. Rams beat the Washington 30-10. The Eagles lost to the Steelers 38-29. Dolphins, they walloped the 49ers, dude, 43-17. That was a surprise as well, man.
They benched Jimmy G.
Dolphins have been doing good though.
Yeah, well, they were my pick, remember, to beat the Bears, and that's the only time they lost. That whenever I picked them to win.
Yeah.
El Rene Castañeda está bien proud ahorita. He's a Dolphins fan, man. Cowboys beat the Giants 37-34, sorry. The Colts lost to the Browns, man. The Browns, Beckham is bringing these Browns back, dude. That guy's leading that team, man.
Ever since they beat the Cowboys, they got a little bit more, animo. They got a little bit more, gel of playing together, and they're doing well, man. Don't sleep on the Browns this year.
And he caught a pass this past weekend that was supposed to be the most immaculate pass catch, or the immaculate catch ever.
Immaculate reception.
Yeah, another one, right?
Yeah.
Vikings lost against the Seahawks in a squeaker, man, 27-26.
That game down to the very last play, it was 4th and 6 with like 16 seconds left, and the Seahawks scored a damn touchdown to win.
Saints beat the Chargers last night in overtime, 30-27, man.
That was a hell of a game, too.
Yeah, that was a very good game.
They got a good rookie quarterback, Justin Herbert, for the Chargers, going against the old veteran Drew Brees, and Drew Brees outdueled him in the end.
And Chargers were leading.
Yeah,
pretty much throughout the game.
Well. Yeah, one of their star receivers, Keenan Allen, got hurt, but the other receiver, Mike Williams, stepped up.
Titans just beat the Bills 42-16.
Wow,
man.
I didn't see that coming out. I saw a really good game, a tight game, but I didn't see 42-16.
All right, so this coming week, you've got Texans versus Titans, Ravens versus Eagles. So Eagles have a chance of losing another one for the NFC East.
Hell yeah, they should. They should really not do well in that game at all.
Vikings and Falcons.
Dalvin Cook just got hurt for the Vikings, their running back.
Steelers and Browns should be a good game.
Well, the way the Browns are playing, yes. Yeah.
Bengals and Colts. Colts probably going to take that one.
I'd take Colts.
Gilbert Segudo will be happy. Jaguars and Lions. I don't know how the Lions are doing this year, man.
The Lions are doing well. That's another game that you probably don't care to see. But
Bears and Panthers will be playing. Washington No Names versus the New York Giants.
Division game.
That's a division game. Broncos and Patriots. Patriots. They might take this one. I don't know how.
Yeah, they need to get Cam back. I don't know if Cam's, because he had a COVID. Remember Cam?
Yeah,
their quarterback. So.
Dolphins are probably going to destroy the Jets, man.
Yeah, the big news. A couple guys on here have been saying it. Le'Veon Bell just got released. He was that good running back for the running back Jets. Actually. Yeah, well, he was with the Steelers and they didn't pay him, so he left to the Jets, and he just got released. So.
Also this coming week, Rodgers versus Brady, Packers versus Buccaneers.
Yeah, for Daniel.
That's going to be a good game. Saludos pa tripas, el Packer fan, and Midland. Rams versus the 49ers. Also, the Chiefs at the Bills. The Bills just lost, so the Chiefs, but you never know. Look at the Raiders.
Yeah.
And the Cardinals will be playing the Cowboys on Monday night. So somebody just put Cowboys by 30, he's saying.
Some guys are talking about college football. The Red River Shootout was this past weekend. Hell of a game. OU, the Sooners, against the Texas Longhorns. Went to what fish? Like quadruple overtime?
Yeah, went into like 4 overtime.
It was. And
the Longhorns lost.
Hell of a game that.
We should all go to a college game.
I want to go to a college game. I'm down.
Yeah.
Sal in the house, Texas A&M all day. Johnny Manziel.
Yeah. All right. And the Texans, they played the Jaguars, man. The Texans are looking good, man. They're looking all right. They got a new coach, right?
Yeah, I mean, finally
they won. Wait, the Texans won?
Yeah, they won.
Wow.
They're 1-4. Imagine if they would have been 0-5. I mean, we got some highlights on that, man. The game was good, and Watson was doing really well, man. He's playing good, and the defense was really good against the Jaguars. You know, the Jaguars are supposed to be kind of weak, but you know.
Yeah, they won 30-14. Watson kind of had a breakout game, 359 yards with 3 passing touchdowns. Cooks had 161 yards. Jags only put up 14 points, but like you said, Dad, I mean, JJ Watt. You think of the Texans, you think of JJ Watt and that Texans defense. So they did well. They did a lot better. It was the Jaguars, but they still held them to 14 points. And maybe it was kind of a relief that, that they got rid of their coach and / GM. And supposedly him and JJ Watt had got into an argument, in the locker room, and there was all this tension. So a lo mejor they said, ¿sabes qué? This guy's gone. Let's, there's nothing else that we can do. I mean, we're 0-4. What can we lose? So they went out and put up a good performance. I believe they play the Titans next week.
Yeah, and they open up the stadium like the Cowboys did. And, they got a few people in there, like half of the place, and the capacity. And I think the Texans are going to start, turning it around, man. I have a feeling they might be turning it around. So hopefully, man, because the Texan fans, man, they were really feeling kind of bad, man.
Yeah, I mean, they still are from Texas, so you kind of low-key, even if you're a Cowboy fan, you kind of still low-key root for the Texans because you're from Texas, you still have that Texas pride.
I still like to give them some heat, man. What I mean?
For sure.
And then this weekend, after Dak got hurt, there were some memes out on social media, making fun of it.
I know.
Yeah.
And I shared one on my Asustame One Time page. Boy, dude, I had to delete it, dude, because, because Asustame One Time, I put a lot of, risque stuff, and I kind of felt bad afterwards, and then I went on my regular page and I saw Felicia heartbroken, and I'm like, damn, I'm a real big schmuck, man, come down, bro. So I deleted him and I put up and I hope he gets better, man. It was my bad, dude. All right. I felt bad. I felt like shit, dude.
Is that why you're wearing his jersey today?
Well, no, I have his jersey. I'm a fan.
Yeah,
I'm one of the biggest Dallas Cowboy fans you'd ever meet.
I know.
No, yeah, but I mean, a lot of people were feeling bad for Dak because, as everybody knows, his mom, unfortunately passed away from cancer. His brother committed suicide.
Yeah.
So that guy's, and then he had all this, contract negotiations.
Man.
So I mean,
and then now the ankle. Golly, man, he can't be dealt any worse deck of cards.
But before the ankle, he had came out and said that he was feeling really depressed and that he was going through anxiety and depression. And then on top of all that, he just obliterates his ankle. Man.
Well, man, to be the
prayers
quarterback,
for Dak, man.
Prayers for him, and to be the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys under Jerry Jones, I would assume it's very.
Oh heck yeah!
It's got a lot of stress with it.
You literally have the world's weight on your shoulders.
Yeah, the whole world is watching because you're America's team. Mm-hmm. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Ron's sports report along with me, man. I mean, we like to. Yeah, that's why we leave it for the last because we're gonna go off and on, and the girls will just be there. Okay, when's my segment? Okay,
Yeah, but I'll leave with shout out to the Lakers, shout out to LeBron James. Only 4 players in history have 4 NBA final championships and 4 MVPs. He's on my list as number 1, behind a little bit above Michael Jordan. So I don't hate on Michael Jordan. I love MJ, but to me, LeBron James is the GOAT.
They were asking, who are you gonna go for once LeBron retires?
Zion. I really like Zion as a player, but I'll stick with the Lakers a little bit because I do like AD, and I think LeBron will stay part of the organization. Maybe like a. Not like there's a certain word for it where you just kind of give them advice and stuff like that. So
like a counseling.
Yes, yeah, something like that. So, but shout out to the GOAT, man, LeBron James, 4 championships, 4 MVPs.
Speaking of the NBA playoffs, the championship game, last year's championship game, brought in 19 million viewers. And this year's championship game brought in 5 million viewers.
Whoa.
So the ratings were down. The viewership was down for the biggest game of the NBA season by 75%, which is absolutely devastating due to the fact that the networks, they pay the NBA to have the rights to show the games. And then they make the money up with advertising revenue, with the commercials and all that. So these people buy these advertisement spots during the NBA game for all this money, and then only 5 million people see it. That might be a problem. So I don't know. I know the main guy from the NBA came out and made an announcement that we're not going to get involved in any social justice stuff, putting it on courts or in any type of, something like that. I think his name is Stern, or what's his name? Not Stern, but
the commissioner.
The commissioner,
Right,
NBA commissioner.
Yeah, but I mean, I honestly think the virus and the social injustice movement had a lot to do with it because it affected the NFL. A lot of people don't want to watch the NFL because of the whole political agenda or the social justice agenda that they feel that they have. And of all major sports, I think the NBA hit it the hardest. Wearing Black Lives Matter shirts, changing the names on the back of their jerseys, putting logos on the court floor.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that had a lot to do with their viewers.
It sure did, man.
Losing. And the Miami Heat aren't a big name. If you would have seen Lakers, maybe against the Celtics, maybe that creates a little bit more viewers, because it's that whole old school.
Yeah.
You have that story behind it. Today, this year was kind of like the Cinderella team. So that I don't think there was a lot of hype. And a lot of people were mad at the NBA because of all the whole, Black Lives Matter movement and, the whole political view. So I think that's, there was a lot of other sports on, it was NFL Sunday, so what do you think people are doing? They're not going to watch the NBA finals. They'd rather watch NFL, and there's baseball going on right now too. COVID has all the sports going on at the same time.
But
so
still,
you have a lot of viewers getting pulled in different directions. The Astros played that day. The Dodgers played that day. There was NFL all day. So,
but if you want to see a championship game, that's the championship game. I mean, so we'll see how it goes, man. Next year will be kind of strange to see how the contracts between the networks and the organizations go. It's going to be different. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Before we leave, we want to thank you for liking and subscribing and sharing our show and being with us on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays. And we have a Patreon club. If you want to be part of the Patreon club, a $25 pledge gets you a special hashtag PVT t-shirt and sticker, and you have the chance of winning in our hashtag PVT weekly drawing for prizes. Patreon.com, search Rock and Roll James PVT. Make sure if you do join our Patreon to message us on Patreon your t-shirt size and address so we can mail you your merchandise. Cash App is $ Rock and Roll James, Venmo at Rock and Roll James. So thank you for joining us. And don't forget, we also have a post office box.
Yeah.
If you want to mail us any stuff, we got some stuff.
Snacks?
Yeah, I got some snacks and a ghillie shirt from some fans, and we wear them or we put them on our little shelf over here with all our collectibles. If you want to, and then we usually send something back as well too whenever we can,
That show you did with the ghillie shirt, that show was awesome. And you can see it on your YouTube channel, right?
Yeah.
Like in case they
with a
missed
cowboy
it.
hat.
Yeah, it was like there was a
the
cowboy
country
hat.
music.
You wore the ghillie shirt, the cowboy. That show was, man, it made me want to go to Hillbillies.
Yeah. Hey, and be sure to follow us on social media because they also post on social media. Felicia, I do, and so does Ron on our PVT Professional Valley Talk Facebook page. And we also have the Instagram, which is at hashtag PVT. We're always posting stuff up whenever these guys are out and about. They'll post some stuff to connect with all of you, okay? So we appreciate your attention for tonight, and thank you so much. And don't forget the Jaime de Anda accordion will be given away by the end of this month, hopefully, all right? So thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Y'all have a good one.
Share.
Asústame one time.
Subscribe, guys. Thank you so
Dallas
much.
Cowboys for life, baby.
Bye, everyone.
The GOAT, baby. The GOAT.
Dalton's going to pick it up.
Thank you, Chris Bencourt and Araceli for my shirt. Thank you.
Love it, baby.
Thank you.
Tacos time.
Yeah, I'm starving like Marvin, man.
Frijoles mamalones.
We gotta hit that food truck.
open.
Frijoles mamalones.
Come on.
Yes, that's what they're called, fish.
Let's
Really?
go. Let's go. I'm hungry. Let's go.
Bruh.
Tacos plebe, baby.
I haven't tried that place, so.
Oh, you're going to love it. It's right down the street.
Tetera Tuesday was at 6, bro. Where were you at, Benny? Damn it.
Woo!
Nice. The vibes, the Tuesday vibes. Good night, everybody.
Puro Cinemax after dark, Dad.
Big D, you were wrong. He has 11. Bill Russell has 11, not 10. Get your facts straight, Big D.
Que Big D. Te la cantó Ron ese.
Big D, cuéntelo, sí,